This is the Bowman Center. This is the Albright Sports Network. Tonight, we have an old-fashioned Reading derby. It is the Albright Lions taking on the Alvernia Golden Wolves. This is the men's game. The women's game will follow later. Good evening, everybody. I'm Nikolai Busko. Thank you for joining us. You throw out the records. When these two teams meet, they live in the same place. They breathe the same air. They drink the same water. That's about it. It is Albright taking on Alvernia for the first time this season. The Albright men coming into tonight's game following a bounce-back victory. Strong play at the end of the game gave the Lions a 78-69 win at Messiah on Saturday afternoon. Samuel Mujikadumi led everyone with 25 points. He was 7-13 from the field. He made all 8 foul shots. Cindy Brown for Albright had 20 points, was 8-15 from the field, and had 2 steals. Messiah led by 2 with 5:43 left before Mujikadumi hit consecutive 3-pointers to give the Lions the lead for good. Albright went 9 of 12 from the line in the final 144. And thanks in part to that, the team is now 10-6 overall and 5-2 in the league in second place heading into tonight's game. A big highlight after the game for the Lions. One of their men received the MAC Commonwealth Men's Basketball Defensive Player of the Week. It was Troy Smoot, who had 4 steals and 4 rebounds in each of both games last week. His strong play defensively helped the team force 22 turnovers in its win Saturday at Messiah. He averaged 12 points per game last week, shot 54% from the field, and averaged 4 assists. He ranks second in the league with 29 total steals, ranks third in field goal percentage at just over 44%. As for Alvernia, they've had 2 very close and frustrating losses, and then they lost to the snow on Saturday. The team's game at Valley Forge was postponed because of the weather. It might not be rescheduled. The Wolves have lost their last 2 games by a combined 6 points. They lost last Wednesday home to Arcadia 74-72. Arcadia hit a 3 and a layup in the final 35 seconds of that one. And they lost the previous Saturday in overtime at LVC 76-72. The game was tied with 44 seconds left in overtime. Alvernia has an overall record of 7-8 and 3-4 in the league, but has a true road record of 4-1. So they play very well away from the PEC. Starting tonight for the Golden Wolves, Steve Pierce, Keon Taylor, Justin Thomas, Avery Walker, and McKeel Allen. Malik Green not expected to play tonight for Alvernia. For Albright, the usual suspects, Troy Smoot, DeLacio Dancy, Samuel Mujikadumi, Sidney Brown, and Isaiah Harris. Your officials for tonight's game are Ron Marakovich, Jim Bruno, and Jim Miller. We'll see what kind of start both teams have. We'll see if there's any rust for Alvernia. Again, snow was the ultimate enemy on Saturday. That game with Valley Forge not necessarily going to be made up. Albright just trying to keep things rolling after a good victory against a very difficult Messiah opponent on Saturday. Ball's in the air, and it goes right out of bounds, and they couldn't tell who tipped it out last, so take 2, the director says on the set. Allen and Harris staring each other down. They're not giving each other high fives, I can assure you that much. So the Lions get control of the basketball early. Dancy to Smoot. Alvernia's bench making noise. Smoot thinks about it, and they say that he walked with it. Not a good way to open things up for the Lions. The 2 coaches have seen a lot of this. Rick Ferry on the Albright sideline, his 19th season in charge. Mike Miller on the Alvernia sideline, his 16th season. Will there be something unusual that happens tonight that will amaze them both? One will certainly be more amazed than the other. One man has to win, the other has to lose. Walker, foul line. Off the back of the rim, rebound controlled by Harris. Alvernia wants a walk, doesn't get it. Harris, right elbow extended, kicks it back out to Dancy. Back to Harris, right baseline. Able to stop. Alvernia wants a walk again, does not get it. And Harris gets the game's first points. Alvernia being patient. Taylor. Thomas. Thomas drives towards the foul line, is turned back, drops it off for Pierce. Pierce approaches again. Dancy on him. Can't get it to drop, and Smoot picks up the board. Quickly, left side, Harris. Doesn't get the finish, but he'll go to the line. Foul is on Allen. That is the game's first foul for either team. So Harris will go to the line and shoot two. Not his strength this season, only shooting 48% from the line, but he does average nearly 14 points per game. Makes the first one. If you want to keep up with the Lions and the athletic department, you can do so on Twitter. Follow the account Albright Lions. Again, Albright Lions on Twitter. Misses the second, as Taylor will walk it up for Alvernia. Has Smoot on him. Defers to the left. Taylor with it. Top of the key, can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Harris. Majekadumi. He's got the hot hand. Pulls up. Got it! The first trail of smoke from Sam Majekadumi on the evening. Albright with the game's first 5 points. Taylor. Defers for Pierce. Back to Taylor. Allen thinks about it. Keeps it on the floor. Looks for help now. Back to Pierce, who shoots for 3. Got it! Big bucket. It didn't look good when he let it go, but that ball was able to find the hoop. Smoot thinks about putting it up. Thinks better of it as Thomas plays him honest. Now he'll try. Off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Allen. Walker quickly has Brown on him. Pulls back. Thomas drives inside. Able to put it in. Albright with the first handful. Alvernia with the next. Smoot circles back. Majekadumi. Dancy thinks about it. Goes inside instead of Harris, who backs off on the baseline. Nice move by Harris. Does not take the shot. Pass it back to Majekadumi instead. Majekadumi briefly double teamed. Dancy. Foul line. Got it over to Harris. Right baseline. Good. So Harris off to a good start, and the Lions back in front. Pierce. Right wing for Taylor. Top of the key for Allen. Allen approaches the foul line, hands it off. Walker thinks about it. Decides to back off. Thomas has Majekadumi on him, forced to the baseline. Albright wants a travel, doesn't get it. Walker fires from way away, does not get a good look, and here come the Lions quickly. But a block, as Brown might have been better off just trying to slow it down. Walker following great defense, got it to Taylor. Taylor, indecisive, but still got it to Thomas, who calls out a play as Majekadumi on him, pick set by Allen. Right wing side, Taylor thinks about it. Now will drive towards the blocks. He's able to get the friendly roll off the window. And an unforced error will give the ball back to Alvernia. 3 conferences, 18 institutions, 27 sports, 40 championships. Bring your best in the Middle Atlantic Conference. To learn more about the league, visit GoMaxSports.com. Again, go MACSports.com. Pierce, right side, gets around Dancy, and he's able to finish a great run at the end, and Alvernia leads for the first time tonight. Chucked inside, Harris able to slam it with authority. Allen went for the steal and came up empty. Great pass there by Brown to get it to him. Gotta like the pace early from both teams. They came prepared, they ate their Wheaties. Pierce can't finish. Ball still loose, pulled down by Allen, he draws contact. So that's Harris's first, Albright's first, 4:50 elapsed, opening half, 9-9 to score. Allen will come out. Harmon comes in for Alvernia. Taylor to inbound. Right corner for Thomas. Pick is set, drives it in, but the ball is on the deck and it's picked up by Smoot. They try to cram 10 pounds into a 5-pound bag there. Smoot got it in for Harris. Harris on the deck. Drives in. Reverse. Doesn't finish, but it'll go back to the line. Looks like it's against Harmon. That's his first, Alvernia's second. And so Harris will go back to the line. Not his strength. He's 1 of 2 on the evening here, but he's got 7 points already. Make it 8. Early returns. Albright shooting 4 of 6 from the field. Alvernia 4 of 9. Teams are even in rebounds at 4. How about that? He made them both. Albright up by a pair. Taylor deliberately. Looking to be careful. Looking to make the good play. Takes it himself. Off the back of the rim. Rebound. Pulled down by Harmon, and he draws the foul. That's on Dancy. That's his first, Albright second here in the early going. Chuck back quickly. Thomas can't get it to drop. Rebound. Goes out of bounds, and one says this way, the other says that way. I thought for sure it went off of Taylor, but they say it went off somebody for Albright last. So Taylor and Alvernia catch a break. They'll get 20 to shoot, and the ball will be inbounded right near the Albright bench. It'll be Taylor putting it back in as Spoot begins some calisthenics. Thomas. Bajeka-Dumi on him, playing him closely. Pick is set. Can't complete the pass, though. Ball's on the deck, picked up by Smoot. Got it left side for Brown, who's able to lay it in. Troy Smoot had some help making that steal, but he gets credit for it. Team effort all around, and Albright up by 4. Alvernia, same posture with the opening possession. Slow and steady. Pierce, foul line, drives in, kicks it back out to Taylor, might have been blocked. Taylor fans it out for Walker. Walker is impeded by Brown. Still has him on him. And he draws contact. As the shot doesn't go, Brown will pick up the foul. Pardon me, they called a foul on Harris. Must have been a late reach. So that's the third foul against Albright. 6:10 gone opening half. The Lions up by 4. Going to the line is Avery Walker, who shoots 63% from here, makes the first one. Averages 5.4 points per game. Youngkin is in for Alvernia. Out goes Thomas. Simmons has checked in for Albright, by the way. We'll see how Albright uses Simmons. He's a big man. He's listed here at 6'9". Alvernia presses. Albright able to break it. Brown pulls it back up. Quickly to Smoot. Got it to Simmons, who dropped it. Got it back. Tries to pull it back. And they say that there was contact, and expressing displeasure is Harmon, as that appeared to be close to a 3-second violation against the Lions. So that is the third team foul against Alvernia. 13:35 left here in the opening half. Albright up by a pair. Smoot resets for Bajeka-Dumi. Bajeka-Dumi, foul line, spins. Got it to Simmons, who might not have been expecting it. Can't get it to finish. Got his own rebound. Absorbs the contact. He can't finish either. Bajeka-Dumi draws contact. He'll go to the line. Pierce picks up his second, Alvernia's fourth. Simmons will kick himself like a mule for missing a couple of opportunities. But Bajeka-Dumi goes to the line for a pair. He shoots 81% from the line, averages 20.1 points per game. Boy, has he been something so far this year. Makes the first one. He now has 3 points. For Alvernia, sitting as Harmon. In comes Allen again. Again, separated by only miles. You throw out the records when they play each other. This one's got the makings of a classic already. Makes them both, Bajeka-Dumi. Albright up by 4. Walker as Smoot makes things difficult for Alvernia. Youngkin drives left baseline. Chucks it back out. Top of the key. Taylor for three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Dancy, who is going to go for a dance and then quicken the pace a bit. Mejekadumi. Right wing. Dancy for three. We have a whistle away from the ball. Foul is called against Albright. Thomas back into the game for Alvernia as the Golden Wolves will come back with it. Pierce has Smoot on him, pick a step, but he lost it. Here come the Lions again. Here comes Smoot, uncontested, but he muffs it. Luckily for him, Dancy is there to clean up the spilled milk on aisle 9. Timeout, Alvernia. It doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to go through the hole. Albright leads Alvernia in the early going, 17-11, but I strongly suspect we've only just begun. Division III remains the NCAA's largest division with approximately 40% of its total memberships. For more facts and figures of what D3 student athletes should expect, visit ncaa.org/D3. Again, ncaa.org/D3. For the latest on Albright College athletics, you can check out the Lions all over social media. That includes Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Albright Lions. Again, Albright Lions on Facebook. Albright 6 of 12 from the field. Alvernia 4 of 12. Alvernia 1 of 3 from 3. Albright 0 for 2. Looks pretty even so far. Albright's just had a couple of extra buckets go in. Not much separating him at the moment. Thomas kicks it back. Left side for Walker. Left blocks. Simmons good defensively. Allen can't finish, but he's able to put back the rebound. Dancy hangs on to it. Thomas staring him down all the way. Mejekadumi, top of the key for Brown. Brown, left wing, Mejekadumi for three. Got it! Would that have gone if they blindfolded him? Pierce works it back for Alvernia. On him is Brinkley. He's into the game. He's solid defensively for the Lions. Right side, Pierce. Blocked by Brinkley. Keeps it alive, and Albright will come back with it. Brown, right wing for three. Off the front of the rim. Simmons pulls it down. Can he finish this time? No, he can't. He was tap dancing with it. He had everything but the end correct. Dancy will have a seat for Albright. Booker comes in for the Lions. Albright up by 7, largest margin of the evening. Taylor. No panic for Alvernia. Walker. Brown tells him to talk to the hand. Thomas. Mejekadumi on him, picks that. Thomas pulls up, back of the rim. Rebound is, no, Brinkley can't hang on to it. Taylor gets another chance, and he waits for reinforcements to arrive. Top of the key, playing catch right now with Walker. Taylor drives, got it in. Alvernia very, very pesky on the boards. That can only help them. Brinkley. Work back to Mejekadumi by way of Booker. Now he's playing catch with Brinkley. Mejekadumi drives left, elbow. Blocked away by Walker, but a foul is called. Foul is on Taylor. That's his first, Alvernia's 5th. Mejekadumi will go to the line. Only 9:30 in. Mejekadumi has 7 points already. Hasn't missed a shot all night. That continues. Harris leads Albright with 9. For the latest in the Mid-Atlantic Conference and its members, keep an eye on its Twitter account. Follow it at Go Max Sports. Again, Go MAC Sports on Twitter. Majekadumi nails them both. If the Lions can hit their foul shots at all times, they'll be tough to beat on any night. Thomas, guarded by Majekadumi. Yes, he can defend too. Trying to spin is Allen. Got around Simmons. Can't get it off yet. Now he does, and he gets the friendly roll. Simmons did everything right. But the shot still went in. Right corner, Booker. Back up top, Majekadumi. Pulls up, and they say that he was playing hopscotch. The basket won't count. Thompson in. Brown is out for Albright. I'm sure it will not be very long. 4 turnovers for Albright, 3 for Alvernia. Thomas in the corner for Walker. Allen spins around. Simmons is able to draw the charge. And a technical foul is called against someone for Alvernia. Might have been the coach. Was it Mike Miller? It looks like it might have been on Miller. They announced it as the bench. It's hard to argue with that one. I mean, it looked like a Muay Thai elbow to the chin of Simmons. And so Majekadumi will come in and shoot the tee. Miller is still arguing on the bench as Majekadumi knocks that one down. And he'll get another. Majekadumi makes them both. It's hard to be sympathetic. I mean, that looked like the straight right that George Foreman landed on Michael Moore's chin that gave him the heavyweight title all those years ago. So reset for you. Alvernia has 7 fouls now. That puts Albright in the single bonus. Albright has only committed 3. We're halfway through the first half. Albright has not led by more than 7 this evening. Ball is loose, goes off the foot of Harmon. He's able to save it. Taylor, left wing, Harmon thinks about it, but he's covered by Thompson. Brought back. Youngkin can't get it to fall. And so Albright will come back with it. Majekadumi for 3. Off the front of the rim. He's not perfect. He is human. Taylor, left wing side. Brinkley thought he had a charge. The answer is no. He did not have his feet set. That's an easy one, too. So Taylor will go to the line. He shoots 65.6%, averages nearly 10 points per game. So that's Brinkley's first foul. Taylor on the day, 5 points already, 2 of 5 from the field. He's able to knock them down both. Ball is loose on the deck, and Albright gets a break. They'll get the ball back. Alvernia has been very timely with its decision to press all evening. Booker will toss it back in once things get settled again. Attendance continues being taken at the scorer's table. I want to make sure everybody's accounted for. Now it looks like we're ready to go. Thompson takes it from Booker. On him is Taylor. Thompson keeps it on the floor. Got it across midcourt. Brinkley. Booker. Back to Brinkley. Thought about it. Alvernia wants a walk. Doesn't get it from the foul line. Back of the rim. Simmons pulls it down, and he puts this one in. We'll see if Corey Simmons has made the adjustment. Albright has not led by more than 7 all evening. They've had a few of these instances where that has been the margin. Alvernia strike back again. Thomas able to get around Smoot and put it down. He's been fluid all evening. Smoot gets it back. Thompson thinks about it, back to Smoot. Left wing for Booker. Booker. Left baseline for Simmons. Simmons approaches the lane, spins, and they say this one's on him. He got an elbow or a shoulder up. Albright's 5th. For Simmons, that is only his first foul of the game. Walker will have a seat for Alvernia. Taylor comes back. We'll see if Alvernia can flip the script here. 8 minutes left first half. Albright in front by 5. Taylor has Brinkley staring him down. Still has it. Was looking for Harmon, and this one goes, whoa, Harmon almost takes a trip to the drink. Dancy back in for Albright, having a seat is Brinkley. Dancy can't wait to use the afterburners, but he's got company in Pierce. Smoot will walk it up court. Dancy back to Smoot. Can't take your eyes off that ball. Left corner, Thompson for 3. Off the front of the rim, Simmons can't come up with it. It's taken by Harmon. Wise decision by Simmons to let Harmon go by. Did not have good position. Taylor, back up top, left wing. Youngkin for 3. He nails it from Manxatawny. It's a 2-point game. Smoot quickly back. Right wing side, Booker for 3. Off the window, could not get the bounce, and here come the Golden Wolves again. Left wing side, it is Pierce. Drives, right side. We have a tie game. Deep breath. We should not be surprised. Anybody who thought that one team was going to run away with this one was probably foolish. Simmons can't come up with the pass. Here comes Taylor, and we have a whistle on a foul. This one's on Smoot. That's his first, Albright 6th. Simmons is out. In comes Harris. Pierce to toss it back in for Alvernia. Taylor tiptoes, circles back. Youngkin, right side around Booker, approaches the hole. He is with, nope. Foul's going to be called against Albright. This one's against Booker. That will put Alvernia into the single bonus. So that's Booker's first, and going to the line is Nick Youngkin, who shoots 57% from the line, averages nearly 5 points per game, plays only about 16 minutes per game. He nails the first one. Thompson out. Brown in. More substitutions for Alvernia, and a timeout is called. 6:17 is left here in the first half. Alvernia has called a timeout. They have 4 left on the scoreboard. Albright has all 6 left. So here's what the Albright men have after this game. Next Saturday, they travel to Hood. That game starts at 3 o'clock. Then back here next Wednesday at home against Arcadia. The proceedings begin at 6 o'clock. Then next Wednesday after that, February 5th, at Stevenson at 6 o'clock. Saturday, February 8th, at home against LVC. That's an 8 o'clock start. And then on Wednesday, February 12th, at Widener at 6 o'clock. It is going to be a very juicy rematch. Boy, did Widener quit itself well here when it played against Albright last week. From the field, Albright shooting 8 of 19 for 42%. Alvernia 10 of 21 for 48%. Youngkin makes both. Majekadumi back in. Booker will sit for Albright. Brown has Taylor on him. Almost lost it, got it back. Needs help. Able to get rid of it. Majekadumi, right corner, does not shoot. Thinks about it. Now he'll high step. And they call a blocking foul. Looks like Majekadumi got the forearm up into the kitchen of Walker, but they say Walker was not set. So that's Walker's first, Alvernia's 8th. 1-1 as Majekadumi comes to the line. Majekadumi has 11 on the evening, a 6 out of 6 from the line. Makes the first one. With the patience and calmness that he shows to the line, you wonder if he's not just trying to clear his head, but all the heads of those who've gathered to watch him and his teammates. I feel relaxed just watching him. Got them both. So Majekadumi goes back to playing close man-on-man with Taylor. Gives him a lot of room. It's backed off for Walker. Harmon. Back to Walker. Goes right side. Almost lost it. Keeps on it. Puts it up. Can't get it to drop. Had both sides of the rim and it couldn't fall in. Smoot quickly. Smoot. Left corner for 3. Off the front of the rim. Rebound controlled by Harmon. Harmon has Majekadumi on him. Counted and one as Taylor was able to finish. Sometimes just close your eyes and hope for the best, and that might have been what just happened there as Taylor will go to the line to try to convert the three-point play. He now has 9 points. Alvernia up by 3. Largest lead so far for them. Smoot. Majekadumi. Smoot again. Hands it off to Dancy. Dancy looks for help. Brown backs up. Has to think about putting it up soon. Dancy. They say he walked with it. YD3. You can find out by following the NCAA's official Division III Twitter account covering all things D3. Follow NCAA D3 on Twitter. That's NCAA DIII. Taylor. Youngkin. Walker. The Albright bench making noise. Youngkin. Left elbow. No basket. No shot. Smoot got a piece of him. That's his second. Albright's 9th with 4:35 left here in the opening half. 1-1 for Youngkin. 57% from the line. Makes the first one. He now has 6. Smoot will sit. In comes Brinkley. Makes them both. Alvernia's largest lead of the night. At one point, Albright was up by 7. Since then, Albright has gone cold. Majekadumi lost it, got it back, looks for help. Dancy thinks about it, puts it on the court. Can't get it to drop. Ball is loose, and it's picked up by Walker. Alvernia has gotten tougher on defense in the last 5 minutes. Taylor, foul line, pulls up. Off the front of the rim. Rebound control by Machekadumi. Walker on him. He'll pull up. Off the front of the rim. Pierce works it back quickly. Got it to fall on Brinkley. Timeout, Albright. Of all the buckets tonight, that one was definitely one of the most graceful, and for Alvernia, the most important one, because now they've turned the tables on the home team. These teams could play anywhere in town, and you'll get a great game. Remember, both teams lost at home when they played each other last season. Alvernia got a 2-point win here last season. Albright won by 2 at the PEC. Albright College will recognize Bill Carey during the men's basketball game next Wednesday. Carey graduated from Albright in 1980. The Mid-Atlantic Conference inducted him into its Hall of Fame last May. His 2013 points remain third most in the program's history. That'll happen at halftime next week during the men's game, and we'll do what we can to carry that ceremony for you live. We'll bring the best crowd mic that we can. From the floor, Albright only 8 out of 22. That's 36%. Alvernia 12 out of 25. That's 48%. From 3, Albright is 1 for 9. Alvernia 2 for 4. Points in the paint. This is a big one. Alvernia has 20. Albright just 10. Turnovers even at 8. So Alvernia's been able to get inside. Albright has not been able to hit from the outside with as much regularity as they're accustomed. Brown. Crossover. Dancy thinks about it. Brinkley, right corner, tries to move in. And they say he stepped on the sideline. Simmons back in for Harris. Tanner will start things up for Alvernia. Youngkin. Walker. Brown on him. Walker still with it. Kept to the outside. Youngkin. Can't get off the shot he wants. Simmons pulls it down and looks for options. Got it to Brown. Brown quickly. Foul line. Boom. Brown now has 4. The margin is 5. Albright looking to go on a bit of a run here at the end of the first half. They got off to a good start. Alvernia, though, has gotten better. Has hit some shots in the paint. Pierce. Doesn't shoot yet. Has Machekadumi on him. Left corner, wide open for 3 is Taylor. Off the front of the rim. Rebound control by Pierce. Back out it comes. Good steal by Brown. He'll start it back. Pulls up. Launches a long one. Got it! Timeout, Alvernia. Don't look now, but Alvernia only has 3 left. 35-33, Alvernia in front. But Albright starting to make some noise here at the end of the first half. Machekadumi for Albright has 13. He is 8 of 8 from the line. For Alvernia, they're a little bit deeper. They have a couple of men with 9, Pierce and Taylor. Both teams very disciplined at the line, by the way. This is encouraging at any level of basketball. Albright, 11 out of 12 from the line here in the first half. Alvernia, 9 out of 9. That is good to see no matter who is playing. Bench points. Alvernia has 7, Albright with 2. Witt has touched on how more people have gotten involved offensively for Alvernia. Points off of turnovers. Albright has 11. Alvernia has 8. Taylor brings it back. Brinkley on him. Keeps it to the outside, and they say Brinkley got too much on him. He puts his palms up. That's all he can do. That is Brinkley's second. Albright has reached 10. Here comes Taylor. Taylor 65.6% on the season. As he'll get one more. Makes them both quickly. He now has 11. Brown hurries it back. Simmons back to Majekadumi. Double team. Simmons does not shoot. Wisely kicks it. Brinkley off of an opponent, and they say travel. Brinkley's looking around. He said, I got it off an opponent. Majekadumi is saying the same thing. The Zebras might have missed that one. Into that, there was an extra step that I missed. It's a foxtrot. And picking up the foul here, that's his third on Brinkley. Simmons protesting as well. That is a tough predicament for Albright. One of the Lions' best defenders is going to have to sit for some period of time. Taylor comes back to the line to shoot two. He is now 6 out of 6 from the line. Booker comes back in for Albright. Now Rick Ferry's got to figure some things out with his personnel. As certainly if they're in foul trouble, that's one thing, but Alvernia continues making foul shots. Up by 6 now. Albright looking for a response. Majekadumi. Booker. Thinking about it is Brown. Puts it back on the deck. Chucks it to Simmons. Simmons looks for help. Wide open. Dancy for 3. Got it! That'll get the home fans excited. One possession game. Taylor approaches foul line. Got it. Dancy hurries it back up. Approaches the hoop, does not get off a shot. Now he does. Might not have been the prettiest release, but he got it to fall. The margin is 3 again. Taylor. Right elbow, does not shoot. Goes around Simmons, and oh my wonderful goodness gracious. Oh, he was sneaky there. Dibbins saw him blink right and he turned left. Albright cannot wait for the final shot. Booker, Majekadumi. Majekadumi, left corner. Booker, baseline, right corner now. And they say that Brown walked with it. It's one thing if the other team makes a great defensive play, but those are killers. That type of turnover is not going to sit well with anybody associated with the Lions. Mangum comes in for defense. Simmons will sit. 15.2 left. Alvernia can put an exclamation point on what's been a solid first half for them. Timer is off. Taylor has the keys to the kingdom. Foul line, pressured, spins. Got it! That's an exclamation point if I ever saw one. Alvernia makes adjustments defensively. Albright goes cold in the latter half of the first half. And after 20 minutes of play here in this Reading Derby, the Golden Wolves lead the Lions by 7. We'll be back for the second half here on the Albright Sports Network. Welcome back to the Bowman Center here at the Albright Sports Network. I'm Nikolai Busko. Thank you for hanging with us as Alvernia leads Albright 45-38 at the outset of the second half. The man most responsible for the margin right now, Keon Taylor. And it didn't dawn on me. It probably didn't dawn on you at home because it all happened so quickly. But Keon Taylor scored 19 points in that first half. He scored Alvernia's final 10 points in the last 2 minutes, 13 seconds of that first half. He is 6 out of 11 from the field, 7 of 7 from the line, and he has drawn 5 fouls in this game so far. And of course, that great shot that he hit at the end of the first half punctuated what was a huge spurt for him. From the field, Alvernia shot 50%, Albright shot 46%. Alvernia scored 24 points in the paint to Albright's 14. Turnovers, Alvernia with 12, Albright with 11. Let's see what adjustments these teams make as once again it is Taylor. Kicks it back out, right corner. Got it back, Taylor. Taylor over to Pierce. Pierce thinks about it. Goes right side. He's able to finish off the high glass. If Alvernia continues hitting shots like that, Albright is going to have to be darn near perfect themselves at the other end. Smoot for 3. Off the front of the rim, rebound controlled by Allen. It's worked back quickly by Alvernia. It is Pierce. He doesn't get the ball to drop, but the put back by Thomas. Alvernia up by 11. Dancy. Curls back. Smoot. Majekadumi. Is Sam Majekadumi going to have to put on a bit of a vaudeville act to get his team close again? Smoot trying to help out. Back it comes to Dancy. Dancy looks to make an extra pass. One pass too many. Broke it up. Here come the Golden Wolves. Moving in and scoring is Taylor. Albright surely need a response here. Brown, right baseline, lost it to, guess who? It's Taylor. Taylor, left side, Pierce. Around Smoot and in. And Rick Ferry calls timeout in the worst way. Alvernia scores the first 8 points of the second half. And right now, Albright has no answer. If you want to see how Albright College athletics operate, you can follow the Lions all over social media. That includes Instagram. Go to Instagram.com/Albright Lions. Again, Albright Lions on Instagram. It's a local game, so anything can happen. Keon Taylor for Alvernia has 21. He has 7 of 12 from the field. He has 7 of 7 from the line. Steve Pierce has 13. He's 6 of 10 from the field. Sam Majekadumi has 13 points for Albright, but he's only 2 of 4 from the field. He's been able to go to the line tonight and hit. Both teams have been commended for their foul shooting in the first half. They combined for 24 out of 25. But Albright's going to need more in foul shots to get back into this game. Right now, Alvernia is running on all cylinders. They show no sign of stopping. Majekadumi to Smoot. Important possession for the Lions here. Harris, double team, still has the ball, and they say he walked with it. When it rains, it pours, and right now the Lions have a flood in the kitchen. What is Keon Taylor going to do next? Smoot hurries it back. Harris has it blocked by Thomas. Here comes Taylor, has it, stolen it right back by Brown. It's a grease pig right now. Brown pulls up. On the rebound, no! Not able to finish was Harris. Peter, Paul, and Mary, what is going on here at the Bowman Center right now? Taylor, left corner. Walker, off the front of the rim. As the Lions might be best to slow it down a little bit right now. Majeka-Dumi, right wing, Brown for three. No! Rebound, punch back out Majeka-Dumi. He flies in and he draws contact. He'll go to the line. This one's against Allen. That's his third personal, first foul for either team here in the second half. Majeka-Dumi to the line. Again, 8 of 8 from the line tonight. He has 13 points, has 3 rebounds. And he misses that one. There's a women's game after this one is over with. See how the Albright women respond to their first loss of the season. They started the year 15-0. Majeka-Dumi makes that one. But right now it's just a drop in the bucket. Alvernia up by 16, but the Lions start to press. It's handled well, though. Allen gets it up quickly, dancing on him. Kicks it back out to Taylor. Thomas. Walker. Right now, Alvernia just trying to take their time. Rag more time off that clock. Walker looks for help. It is Taylor who lost it. Here comes Smoot. Smoot, will he finish? Yes. The Lions have to chip away at it. Taylor tries to calm it down. Now he's in overdrive. Got it! He has 25. Majeka-Dumi, he's able to finish. He can keep going, but Albright needs to stop Alvernia. They need to find a way to key in on Taylor and do something about him. Right now, he's directing traffic with ease. Thomas. Lost it. It's pressure. Can it stay in bounds? No, it will not. Tremendous effort down the court by Brown on defense. Because there was no change of possession, Alvernia does not get a fresh shot clock. They'll have to hurry it up a little bit. Taylor. Will he launch this one? He's got 5. Pulls up. Got it! He has 27. Majeka-Dumi thought might need a blindfold in the first half. Now I'm wondering if Taylor needs a blindfold and then spun around and play pin the tail on the donkey. Meanwhile, Harris is able to respond. Alvernia is okay to trade buckets as long as they keep scoring. 5-minute mark, final half. Alvernia up by 2 touchdowns. Taylor. Smoot on him, kicks it to Pierce. Pierce gets around Dancy. He's able to finish. And Alvernia is just quick to the hole right now. Brown. Over to Harris. Harris puts it in, but again, every time Albright gets one, Alvernia gets one right back. The Lions have to come up with stops. They need to force turnovers. Alvernia being slow and deliberate. Taylor just trying to keep the tank on level grade right now. Thomas. Walker, back to Thomas, thinks about it. On him is Brown, but Brown picks up the foul. That is Brown's first, and it's Albright's first here in the second half. The Eastern College Athletic Conference remains the nation's largest and only multi-divisional athletic conference. For the latest news and information, follow it on Twitter at ECAC Sports. Again, ECAC Sports on Twitter. Pierce with Dancy on him. Foul line. Drives in, and he's able to put it in. It's like we're watching the same thing over and over again. Back with it quickly is Smoot. Well, Albright's able to respond quickly, but they got to get some stops. Or they have to start hitting from three like crazy. Taylor slows it down. Steps on Smoot, ball is loose, and it's picked up quickly. Here comes Brown. Wise decision by Pierce to let him go by and not pick up an unnecessary foul. We're down to a dozen. Approaching the 7-minute mark of the latter half. Alvernia exploded to open the second half. Keon Taylor put on a clinic at the end of the first. He has 27. He's got the ball right now. Right baseline, got it back out to Pierce. Pierce still with it for Alvernia. Over to Thomas for three, he nails that one! Alvernia right now can't miss, it seems. Majekadumi. You sense he feels like he has to single-handedly will things back for the Lions, is not able to convert as Brown. Here come Alvernia once again. It is Pierce who backs off. Taylor is the man of the moment right now. Majekadumi guarding him heavily. Pierce drives in. At this rate, Alvernia should consider playing Powerball. They can't miss right now at all. Harris, counted and one. We'll see if a different type of bucket can change the momentum for the Lions, as right now Alvernia is scoring at will. Thomas picks up his first foul. That is the first foul against Alvernia here in the second half. Make that second. Timeout is called. This one is called by Alvernia. The Golden Wolves only had 2 timeouts left, 12 minutes left in this one. Alvernia still in pretty good shape, but you get the sense that in a Reading derby, anything can happen and anything usually does. Matt Commonwealth standings heading tonight. Alvernia will show you why they need this game pretty badly in just a moment. Widener, 7-0 on the season in the league, 14-2 overall. Albright in second place for now, 5-2, 10-6 overall. Lycoming, 5-3 in the league. That's third place, 12-5 overall. Arcadia in fourth place, 4-3 in the league, 9-7 overall. Hood and Alvernia tied for fifth at 3-4. Hood is 10-6, Alvernia 7-8. LVC is 7th, 2-5 in the league, 7-9 overall. Stevenson tied with LVC at 2-5, 5-11 overall. Messiah at the bottom at 1-6, but 8-8 overall. From the field, Alvernia, up to the minute, 60.5%, Albright shooting 50%. So Albright's not shooting poorly, but Alvernia has been able to drive to the lane to its heart's content. Points in the paint tonight, Alvernia has 42, Albright has 26. Turnovers, Albright has committed 14 to Alvernia's 9. Harris does not make that one. So the margin is 15. The game is not over yet, but right now you get the sense that unless Alvernia starts to go cold from the field, they're in tremendous shape. Pierce has Brinkley on him. Looks for help. Youngkin. Got it inside and putting it in is Allen. Alvernia continues to drive to the hole, and Albright has no answer. Smoot Brinkley for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebound controlled by Harris. Looks to make a play. He'll take it himself. Doesn't finish, but he'll go back to the line. That is the fourth against Allen. Alvernia's third here in the second half. Harris to the line. Makes the first. He now has 16. Harmon comes back in for Alvernia. Allen will sit with 4. If Miller doesn't have to use him again until the very end, he won't. Harris hits both ends. Can Albright come up with a stop to try to continue to reverse the momentum? Taylor. Back it comes to Youngkin. Taylor, right corner. Wise decides to hang on to it. Now he'll pull up. Oh, my. He has 29. He got red hot at the end of the first half, and he's kept on going. Smoot. Over to Harris, who's able to save it with his fingernails, but he can't finish as Harmon pulls it down. Is that the last shout? Taylor. Pierce. Left wing for Walker for 3. Alvernia up by 20. Smoot hurries it back. Right wing, Brinkley for 3. Off the front of the rim. Foul is called against Harmon. That's his second, Alvernia's fourth. Those who made the trip across town are right to be giddy. Majekadumi trying to reverse it. Harris, turned back around. Guerrero's into the game. He'll draw some contact. Youngkin picks up the foul. Foul was before the shot. Majekadumi. You know he wants to put it up, but he needs a good look. Pass is stolen. Alvernia's defense since the opening 6-7 minutes of the game has been very, very strong. Taylor, he's been strong too. He thinks about it, has some room. Majekadumi on him, fakes him out and puts it in. Smoot brings it back quickly. Doesn't finish, but he'll go to the line. Keon Taylor for Alvernia has 31 points. He is 12 of 17 from the field. But that is his second foul. The only 2 blemishes on what has been a Rembrandt tonight for him. Smoot goes to the line. He'll make the first one. He now has 5 points on the evening. So much hope for Albright heading this game after a bounce-back win on the road. Alvernia, you had to wonder if they might be a little bit rusty after Saturday's snow out, we'll call it. But remember, they had lost a couple of frustrating games before then. This team is better than its record indicates, and you're seeing it in full flight, thanks in large part to Keon Taylor, who's got the ball again. Back it comes. Walker. Youngkin. Taylor's in the right corner. Will he get it? No, he doesn't, and hitting the deck is Youngkin. Great defense by Guerrero. Quickly, Brinkley for 3. Off the front of the rim. And this one goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to Alvernia. The athletic department at Albright College has its own YouTube channel. For the latest video on the Lions, head to YouTube and check out Albright Lions. Again, one word, Albright Lions on YouTube. Quickly, it's Pierce. Pierce will turn it back around. Taylor is still out there. He says he's not done yet. The salad bar must stay open. He wants one more helping. Still has it. Out to Youngkin for three. He's got it going on as well. Alvernia right now could probably hit from Philly. They've been that good. And a travel is called against Albright. It just gets worse and worse. Mama said there'll be days like this if you're Albright. For Alvernia, patience rewarded. After a couple of tough losses, they look like they're in the clear. We'll see how long Taylor continues to work. He has 31 points. Mangum is on him. Pulls up. Well, he's human after all. That one doesn't go in. Hurried back up, Brinkley. Jump ball. This one will stay with the Lions, as Brown will come back in for Brinkley. Brown will try from three. Got it. Good press by Albright, but it's dribbled into traffic by Taylor and out of trouble for Pierce. Pierce, left baseline, can't finish, and this one goes out of bounds and, well, off of Guerrero's hands. That's just another brick on the load for Albright. Smoot is in. Majeka Dumi has a seat. If you're Albright, you're hoping he's just getting a rest, and Rick Ferry's not putting up the white flag at that point. But it's been tough sledding since the end of the first half when Keon Taylor got hot. Again, he scored Alvernia's final 10 points in the first half in the last 2:13, and it was punctuated with a circus shot from the right elbow as time expired in the first. And they say that Pierce either stepped on the baseline or got called for a foul. I don't see any numbers up, so he must have just stepped out of bounds. Smoot. Well, this one's going to go out of bounds off of Taylor, who continues working hard defensively. Credit to Alvernia for keeping up good work habits, up by a wide margin. As Mangum will put it back into play. Hurries it for Brown. Does not shoot, drives anyway. Scoop and in. So Brown has 14. The margin is 18. Taylor slowing things down. Brown is on him. Now switch to Guerrero. Taylor drives right. Still has it. Gets around. No, but he'll go to wait a second. No, they say he stepped on the baseline. So Albright, hurry it back up. Smoot looks to penetrate, cannot. Back it comes to Mangum. Guerrero chucks it back out to Brown. Brown in the corner. Guerrero for three. Doesn't even graze the rim. If you're tuning in right now, it's been that kind of a night for Albright. Taylor. Everybody's watching him now to see what he'll do next. Mangum keeps a body on him as it's taken to Pierce. Pierce put it on the deck. Mangum quickly, left wing side for Guerrero. And letting him smartly go by is Youngkin. Timeout. So Albright calls timeout. They'll have 3 left. 5:34 left in this one. Alvernia up by 16. Look at the out-of-town scoreboard. As I often tell people, it's always worse for somebody else. 8:50 left in this one. Hood at home leads Stevenson 89-48. We've got a close one in Annville. LVC at home leading over Messiah 59-53. And Winder at home leads Arcadia 80-62. Keon Taylor, 31 points, 12 of 18 from the field, 7 of 7 from the line. Only 2 rebounds, has 3 assists. He's committed 5 turnovers, but people, I think, will forget about those. He's got it again. Nice dish, left side, Harmon. Can't get it to drop. Rebound control by Mangum. Left side to Brown. Brown pulls up for 3. Got it. Taking his time, inbounding is Walker. And suddenly Albright is getting close. Great recovery as a good defensive play by Mangum, but he couldn't get the ball. Now they press and try to trap half court. Taken by Taylor, who's able to navigate through traffic again. Taylor, left wing side, Walker. Tries to go forward, he can. He puts it back for Pierce. Pierce back to Taylor. On him is Brown. Taylor, fade away. It's blocked. Rebound controlled by Brown. Brown for Guerrero, and they say a kicked ball, and that saves Alvernia. It's not hockey where there's a delayed penalty or soccer where you play the advantage. They blow the play dead. Otherwise, that would have been potentially an easy bucket for Guerrero, and the margin would have been 11. Timeout, Alvernia. Mike Miller has just 1 left. His team, though, up by 13, and you have a feeling that if they need to go back to the well that's named Keon Taylor, they could probably find some water in there. Upcoming events for Albright. Saturday's a heavy day. We have the basketball doubleheader for both teams at Hood. That starts at 1 o'clock. But there are other things going on. On Saturday, the track and field team participates at the Coach I Open in Lancaster. That's an indoor meet that begins at 10 o'clock in the morning. Also on Saturday, the swimming team hosts Elizabethtown at 1 o'clock. And then next Wednesday, the basketball teams are back here again for a doubleheader involving Arcadia. It all starts at 6 o'clock. From the field, Alvernia continues shooting nearly 60% from the field. Albright nearly 49%. Here's something to keep in mind. Alvernia has 6 fouls. Albright has only 1. So the next foul would only put Albright in the single bonus. Trying to find things that are going Albright's way right now. Alvernia, if it wants to, can foul and put Albright at the line. But tonight, both teams have shot well from there. Mangum, inside it comes for Harris. He's able to put it down. And guess what? This appears to be a somewhat tolerable situation. The margin is 11 with only 4 1/4 left. Walker got it quickly to Allen. Taylor with Guerrero on him. The Lions have a pulse. Can they do something with it? Youngkin for Walker. Walker for Pierce. He'll try. Off the back of the rim. Can Albright get a bucket and make it a single-digit game again? Mangum. Can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Allen. Taylor with Mangum on him. Does he have another exclamation point? He'll kick it back to Pierce, who thinks about it, but Smoot is on him. Looks back and able to, no! Allen can't finish, but a rebound by Pierce. He's able to put it in. That was a stop that Albright absolutely needed, and they didn't get it. Brown pulls up. Off the front of the rim. Harris pulls it down. Can he put it back up? He'll go to the line as Youngkin got an arm on him. That's his second, but Alvernia's seventh. Harris will go to the line. Has 19 points. 7 of 9 from the field. Now 5 of 8 from the line. Majeka Dumi is back on the court for Albright. Is this the beginning of the great escape? Does he and his men have what it takes to come all the way back? Harris can't get either one to go in. Taylor trying to force a turnover is Brown. Taylor still on the right side. Tiptoes around, and it goes out of bounds, and they say it will go back to the Lions. Brown. Harris. Back to Brown. Thinks about it. Brown. Albright has to take a shot. They can't waste time. Harris. Down low comes Guerrero. Able to get the friendly roll. Timeout, Albright. It's still unlikely, but you have to like what Albright has done the last couple of minutes. Question becomes, when do they start fouling and hoping that Alvernia misses? Well, here's the issue right now. Number one, Albright has only had one foul the entire second half. And that's in part because they haven't been able to catch Alvernia. But also keep this in mind, Alvernia is a perfect 13 from 13 from the line this evening. Discover, develop, dedicate. You can learn more about NCAA Division III through its official Facebook page, NCAA Division III. Again, NCAA Division III on Facebook. Walker gets it in ultimately to Pierce. Now let's see what kind of posture Albright adopts here. Can they trap? They try, but Taylor is calm. Everybody backs off. Now it's just Taylor and Guerrero out there. Guerrero stays on him, trying to force Taylor into doing something wrong. He might have. Nope. They say the foul's on. It's going to be against Guerrero. That's his first. Albright's just the second foul here in the second half. So they got a ways to go before they shoot some foul shots. In soccer, that's called a pass back to the keeper. Taylor has been the keeper of many. He has been that good tonight. Left corner for Pierce. Smoot on him. Smoot picks up the foul. That's Smoot's third. It is Albright's third as a team here in the second half. Brown wants an explanation, gets a wink, and so once again, a pass back to the keeper. This one's against Guerrero. As Albright realizes now they're going to have to get up close and personal with Alvernia to get the ball back quickly. And a whistle. Is this one away from the ball? Yes. Guerrero has just picked up consecutive fouls that will officially go to the scorebook without a second going off the clock. New way of taking one for the team, or in this case two. Albright get it. Triple team at midcourt. It is Taylor now. Trying to keep things afloat. He spins. Has Majeka Dumi on him. Taylor looks at the timer. Goes in all by himself. Stays in play. Almost lost it, and they called a jump ball. Which means that Alvernia will keep it, but it's going to have to be a catch and shoot. And that was beautiful. Thomas finishes it. I don't think there's any doubt to the outcome now. That was beautiful. Majeka Dumi puts it in. Timeout is called by Albright. They'll have one left. Safe to say the Lions felt very good about that victory on Saturday. They had to come from behind to do it. It was a back-and-forth matchup. The loss to Widener stung. But tonight, they ran into a team that was a little bit more desperate from the beginning. Alvernia had to play hard from the very beginning. Winning the bottom half of the standings. And you're starting to see that time is starting to run out. We're about ready to begin the second half of league play. Alvernia trying to make up some ground. The loss will not hurt Albright that much. They'll still be in a tie for second place, pending the outcome of other games around the league. Lycoming does not play tonight. But Arcadia is losing right now, will lose to Widener. Widener will go 8-0. So there will be a three-way tie for second. Or pardon me, it'll be just a two-way tie for second. Albright and Lycoming 5-3 each. Arcadia will fall to 4-4. Hood has rolled over Stevenson. They'll go to 4-4. Stevenson drops to 2-6. As a foul is called, and Guerrero suddenly has his fourth. He's picked up 3 in the last 30 seconds. LVC leads Messiah by 7 with 24 seconds left. And this one is punted all the way back. It'll be Albright basketball. Down by 11 with $1:09 to go. I'm looking down in the corners. The Albright women are ready to storm the court. That game will follow this one, as Majeka Dumi can't finish, but Harris does. It's now a 3-possession game. Everything has to go Albright's way now. Rick Ferry is screaming on the bench to either foul, or maybe he thought that the inbound might have been had a bit of an issue. Well, heading to the line is the man who did so much at the end of the first half. He hasn't scored lately, hasn't had to. Keon Taylor. who again scored the final 10 points for Alvernia in the first half in the last 2:13. And that jumper that he hit from the right elbow as time ran out in the first half, that bled over into the second half as Alvernia went on a bit of a run to essentially account for what is now the current margin. Majeka-Dumi for three. Got it. Final timeout for Albright. The margin is 7 with 46.8 to go. Majeka-Dumi has 21. So does Harris. Brown has 17. Those are the three high men for Albright. Alvernia, it's been a much more balanced attack. We talked about Tanner with 32. Pierce has 21. Thomas with 11. And Youngkin, he's done it in a judo-like gentle way. He's got 10. But the big thing tonight has been the inside game for Alvernia. Albright has had no answer for it. Of the 85 points for Alvernia, they've scored 50 in the paint. They've also been great from the line. 14 out of 15. They've shot 59% from the field, Alvernia. Albright led by 7 early. But Alvernia was able to make adjustments defensively, and well, Keon Taylor got really hot at the end of that first half. Walker. In it comes to Thomas. He is fouled by Majeka-Dumi. That is Majeka-Dumi's second, as Albright has been piling up fouls here in the last couple of minutes like pieces of Jenga. Thomas goes to the line. He has 11 points on the night. Make it 12. That's a big one. Brown and Harris come back in for Dancy and Guerrero. We'll see if Alvernia just simply hands Albright a 2 as soon as the ball is put back into play after this shot. It's a big one coming. Made it. True 3-possession game. Majeka-Dumi has to hurry, get to the 3-point line. No, he's going to lose the ball. It's picked up by Thomas. He hits the deck. But whatever bruise is on his back from the floor is going to feel pretty good right now, as the crowd from Alvernia can probably feel like celebrating right now. They've done what they've needed to do. Any rivalry game, you throw out the records. Irrelevant that Alvernia was under 500 before this game began. They will be at 500 when the buzzer sounds of this one. This one's a miss. Majeka-Dumi has to pull up. He sees a clear path. He does not finish. He'll go to the line, and on other nights, that ball would have dropped in. Sometimes it's not your night. You think back to the first game of the holiday tournament against FDU Florham, where that team was hitting every shot from every corner of Berks County. You could say something similar about tonight's game, as Majeka-Dumi makes the first one. LVC has defeated Messiah 74-67. Makes the second. It's not impossible, 7 points in 31 seconds, but you get the sense, with Alvernia's success from the line tonight, that it's going to be awfully tough to envision this one coming apart. Mangum picks up his first. Keon Taylor has 32 points. He is the hero of the day right now for Alvernia. Brown and Harris come back in for Dancy and Guerrero. He doesn't waste any time. 34 points for Keon Taylor. Majekadumi has to put it up now. Looks for help. Smoot for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Youngkin. He is triple teamed. The referee takes his pick like he's picking out a dress in the front window. This one's on Mangum. At least officially, that's his second. And Youngkin will go to the line. 10 points on the night, 2 of 4 from the field. 2 of 2 from 3, has made all 4 foul shots so far. Make it 5. So Alvernia will improve to 4-4 in league play. Albright will drop to 5-3. So Weiner will lead Albright and Lycoming by 3 games for first place. Arcadia, Hood, and Alvernia will be tied for 4th at 4-4. It's a bit of a log jam in the middle. Albright will feel fortunate to not be part of that. But if Weiner did not feel like he was in the driver's seat before the MAC Commonwealth Men's Basketball Division, it will certainly feel that way after tonight. Keon Taylor wants one more helping of applesauce from the salad bar. Gets a friendly roll. He now has 35. Albright will drop to 10-7. Alvernia will creep up to 8-8. They're going to feel real good when you consider how frustrating those last 2 losses were. Majekadumi gets one for the road. And this one is over. Alvernia wins the Reading Derby. This will be a particularly frustrating loss for the Lions. Certainly they'll feel disappointed with how they were not able to stop Alvernia on the inside. But you have to wonder how different this game might have gone if Keon Taylor did not get red hot at the end of the first half. Taylor, again, scored Alvernia's final 10 points of the first half in the final 2 minutes, 13 seconds, including a dagger at the buzzer that put Alvernia up by 7.